Hello, my name is GregTech, and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. As you can see, I am just making some recipes here. And I just realized one of them is going to be kind of annoying. That is geranium. Soda is what I need. For that one. Yeah, geranium wires. That's actually going to be kind of annoying. Because I don't have a... Man, I'm trying to like talk and type different words. It's really difficult. I don't think we use that fuel rod anymore. Probably could take these out, but I'll leave them in there. Yeah, I don't have a thing for geranium ingots. I do have a few, but how many did I need for that? Two. I don't think I have enough. Ew. Alright, I'm probably just gonna have to... Wire 4. Do that manually, I guess. Yeah, I'm short. Dang it. Although, I do actually... You know what? It's actually not as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. Because I can just turn off the... that top one. This isn't something I'm going to be crafting a lot of. I'm just literally... It's the controller for a multi-block. I might need one or two more eventually, but right away... yeah, so I could actually just turn this off. And... I'll turn it back on after I'm done with this. And there's the geranium. I'll just take it out manually. I guess I didn't even really need to turn that off, to be honest. But, yeah, what I was saying is I don't insert this into the A system. I guess I'll just do... Let's just do, I thought I had... I must have accidentally put them away. I'll just do like one. Didn't even really need to turn off the fusion reactor. Where is my... Don't remember. Oh, it's over here, that's right. It is here. Like, I don't remember that actually turning on. I haven't... Recreated... What are we creating? Bedrock? Is that what we're doing? I swear, this hasn't, like... I don't remember seeing this on, like, ever. I'm like, why are you running? We'll do that. Creating cobble? Oh my goodness, it is creating cobble. Apparently we have 217 million cobble. You know what it probably is? I think it is, I bet you that is because I'm going to turn that off. Because I switched, when I moved to cobble to... I moved it to our... infinity chest, and I bet that, like, turned something off. Do I have, like, a... I might have, like, a, whatchamacallit in there. By the way, how much... I'm not even paying attention here. Alright, 470. I think that will be good for at least two of these multi-blocks. Yeah, I didn't even need to turn that off. I already had a decent backlog. These running at the same speed, though, we don't ever actually get a bonus. As you can see, it stays exactly the same. So this produces geranium as fast as this uses it. So this isn't like a perfect solution for... that, but I think... Actually, I think we're good. I can... That. Yeah, there we go. So this is our ore factory. I have crafted up a lot of these parts. Do that really quick. There we go. I did craft up these ones before, just so we weren't doing it all at once. And I think I already had some of these circuits. So this actually isn't, at this point, this is a pretty easy craft. But the reason I want the ore factory is, one, it's another multi-block, which is always cool. But we're going to need these if we're going to deal with the insanity that is our ores from our space elevator. Yeah. So there's no way that little tiny little multi-block is going to keep up with all that. So I think it's time to deal with that now. I'm just noticing, like, crushed basanite shouldn't be in there. That must have come from somewhere. That should be in its own thing. Purified pyrite. That was probably some weird alloy. Is that a weird alloy blast melter? Yeah. Thallium. Why did we need thallium again? I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember why we needed thallium. I could try to find it, but I'm never going to find it. It was for something, obviously. I'm just like, man, I have a whole lot of junk in my AA system. Oxygen stuff, probably don't need that anymore. But as soon as I throw it out, I know I need it. Alright, so anyway, we are doing that. I'm going to have to sort out how I want to deal with this over here. I do think, if I remember what I read, I believe this does... Alright, I'll wait till we put it down. Use a screwdriver to switch mode. So I'll wait to see what the modes are. I think it can do... Like, if we look at our ore... Let's just pull one up. Indium, I guess, I think we had. Or whatever. We'll just look at that. I think it can do, like, basically all of this stuff. But I think it can only do one at a time. I think. It does say do all ore process per session in one step. So I'm like, does that go from this to this? I actually don't know. I thought it kind of just... Like, one is a macerator, and then you would need another one for an ore washer, and then... I don't know. Send it back into the macerator. I'm gonna have to wait to see what this says, what the different modes are, because I really don't know. So, yeah. Let me just wait for this stuff to get crafted up. Everything else that we need doesn't seem... Like, none of this is complicated. This is, like, clean stainless steel, reinforced glass, tungsten. Like, this is easy. It's just the controller that is pretty heavily gated. That should turn on. There we go. Alright, only 30 seconds. Not too bad. I think the scanning recipe took like 600 and something. So it actually took longer to scan it than it did to actually craft it up. That's pretty funny. Also, I'm just I've removed a few things. Like PCB factory, not going to be crafting that up anytime soon. Research station, not going to be crafting that up. Mega apiary, nope. Mega blast filter, no. I'm not going to delete these data sticks. That would be kind of silly. But there's no point in having them take up room in there. Alright, there is this. No idea if there is a quest for it or anything. We'll place it down and pick it up. Just in case. There we go. There is an achievement. Oh. That's pretty typical. And what did it say? Screwdriver? Say. So what do we got? Mace rate or mace rate centrifuge? Mace rate centrifuge. Alright. So this is oh, and it does sifting too. Alright. Mace rate. Chemical bathing, mace rate centrifuge. Wow. Mace rate, ore washer, thermal centrifuge, mace rate. I can't remember what... We're gonna need more than one of these, aren't we? We're definitely gonna need more than one of these, because I do split up my ores. Alright, so this works differently than how I thought it would. For some reason I was thinking it would, like, one of these would be the mace rate or part of it, but it actually does the whole process. It just does different processes. So, for example, like if we're looking at this, it'll be mace rate, centrifuge. That was one of the options. Or you do mace rate, ore washer, mace rate, centrifuge kind of thing. That could be one of the... Or it does that route if you want to do that. Most, like 99% of the stuff just go... Macerator, centrifuge. We just do this for majority of the stuff. But things that I like, gems, I call them gems, but it's not necessarily. It's like gems or emerald or anything with a sifting recipe goes a different route. So it we do macerator, ore washer, and then the sifter. So we're gonna need at least two. At least, so we can see there is that. But then there's like a smelter. I don't know if the smelting is, I don't think the smelting is part of it. Alright, but that will kind of reduce a lot of the stuff, and it can do, I think it's at up to 1,000 at a time. 1,000 ores per time. And then... Man, that is still like... I don't know. We're just going to have to get it built. So, I guess we'll... I'm going to turn off... I guess we'll just turn this off. For now. Also, I'm like, is this how I want to deal with ores from our space elevator? I don't think I want to move all this stuff. But we are kind of breaking like tons of this stuff, aren't we? Alright. That raises another question. How am I getting the ores actually into this? I guess... I don't know. I do like storage buses and stuff like that. I'm almost wondering, like, if I want to be like super specific with it, I could just do stocking buses. And that way I wouldn't have to worry about, like, if this thing dumps 7,000 ores in, like, we're not going to have enough room in, like, the input buses to handle all that. So they would just sit in here. Like, these have nowhere to go, so they just sit in here. And if they have nowhere to go in, like, the things, it just becomes really kind of annoying. Alright, so I'm just talking away here. Let me start planning this out, I think. I'm assuming there's... I don't think there's, like, multiple tiers, is there? No. Not multiple tiers. This is slightly awkward. the way it's designed. I'm gonna have to like do it like that. One, two, three. Yeah, there's enough for like 3. We need at least 2. I'm assuming a third. I would have to look over what we do with the ores. Because pretty sure this doesn't have just a smelting one. Although we could just send all the ores. Yeah. Let me craft up the rest of the stuff for this multi-block and we'll come back. We're back. I have cleared out the ore washer. Just getting started. And I'm going to throw this down here. I think I'm going to put the thing over here. I much prefer it facing... I guess it doesn't really matter. But I think I like it better over here. And then... that there. Alright, so I did put the thing in my backpack so we don't pull from the A system. It's still going to throw things in random places that I probably don't want, but... also, this was really easy to... none of this stuff was difficult to make. Did I? Oh, I'm just short a couple stainless steel. Probably because I don't have like all the hatches and stuff. Usually go minimal at first. Yeah, so like for example, this is totally not where I want that input bus or output bus, but there we go. Multi-block complete. All right, looking pretty cool. Yeah, I'm like, that is definitely not where I want that. Wish the glass wasn't kind of funny. All right. We'll build that out a little bit more. Probably come out quite a bit farther. I have this platform set up for 3 of these. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3. And yeah, so I'm gonna have to move these now. Let me just look at the thing. Now, these... alright, so that needs to go... doesn't really say it. Oh, I guess they go on... Alright, so I'm trying to figure out, like, how does it do the hatch? Does this, like... alright, so that's input hatch. So this stuff has to be the water side, and, like, this is the... there's, like, an input bus. I'm assuming, like, any of this stuff can be... like, this can probably go directly on the middle. That, no, I don't mind having that over here. Although, I did notice when I was doing this, this is 6 wide. So, if I put this, like, here, it's going to be off-centered. So, that kind of annoys me. I may put it, like, back here or something like that. I don't know. I can just see that being off-centered annoying me. Alright. So, thinking, you know, our usual underneath the power. Is that only... no, I have more room. I was like, is that only 4? It's actually, yeah. We'll just do that. Even though it's like 1 taller, I'll just put this here. Yeah, it's kind of funny how having this an even number is throwing this all off. All right, so yeah, that works there. Now, input buses and stuff. I don't particularly want that up top. I'm hoping we can put this underneath, because I'm going to have a whole bunch of these, is what the plan is. It makes me a little bit nervous that that didn't change. Alright, does the input bus have to go up top? Is that what we're looking at here? Alright, so it seems that... Can't go there. Oh, let me do that. Maintenance hatch, energy hatch. Alright, maintenance and energy hatch can only go on the bottom. Alright. They are, it does look like there are specific places for these. Dot 2, I'm assuming that's like anything up here. Yep. Alright, so all the input buses have to go up top. Alright. That kind of goes... That's a little bit against what I usually do with my multi-blocks. I like having all the cables hidden underneath, but we will just go. Also, I know I'm being like fully silly with yeah, I'll leave it there. I was gonna put it underneath. So input hatch over here. Alright, so there is the input hatch with the water. That's good. I don't have an output hatch. Because I don't think we need an output hatch for water. Output bus. Interesting. I'm assuming this is a 4. I'm assuming this is like a 1. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Definitely not going to be able to hide our cabling as I had hoped. Now, the other thing... Didn't I... There we go. The other thing I'm just realizing, since this has to go over here... This is the one that would be connecting to our main network. And these are connecting to our subnet. It kind of does mess things up a little bit, doesn't it? Yeah, because I kind of want the main network one to be in front. Because this is... I mean, it doesn't really matter. I could just wireless stuff, which we probably will end up doing. For example, we could probably just wireless up here. Why don't I craft up a whole bunch of those wireless? It's 2. I have to get in the habit of crafting up multiple. I'm really bad about, if I need one item, I craft one of it. But then I need it like every other episode, so I should just craft up 100. And then I wouldn't have to keep auto-crafting. Yeah, okay. So what I'm thinking is this up here. Now, getting the ores from the space elevator into our subnet is another issue. So I don't particularly want it to go on here. Plus, the amount of ores is... Oh, what's that doing in there? Oh, that was for... Yeah, I split those off for something, and I don't remember the reason. And then I remember I messed with one of the void miners. That's right. Yeah, like dealing with like getting 8,704 silver. How do I get that from there? Ooh, here. Now I'm like, should this just be over by our space elevator? I kind of wanted it over here to spread out the large multi-blocks. And plus, this is my ore processing. Alright, I'm going to have to figure out how I want to do that. Really, an infinity chest would make this quite a bit easier. Alright, let me think about how I want to do this. I might change this. Alright, so as I was kind of took a second to stop and think about how we were going to do this, I realized I could just use the wireless AE to easily get the ores into our AE system. So what I've done, this is just like really quickly just thrown together. We can probably organize this a lot better, but I have one, this is the main system, and obviously that is supplying the mining drone and this stuff, because that's all made in the main thing. I could even like throw this underneath and maybe like this up top or something like that. I don't know. So that is the main one, and then this, which is connected to the outpost, is connected to our subnet over there. So that was way less complicated than I was trying to make it. I mean, obviously we should have our ore processing probably set up over there, but it is what it is. I like this over here. Like I said, it kind of spreads out the multi-blocks, so they're not all bunched up in that one little area. So yeah, so the ores are going to go into our A system here. It's connected right back there. I do have the output from our ore processing, and that will go into the main network. I think that's what we're going to do. Unless I decide I want to add maybe like another, like the smelter. Like if we're getting tin dust from this, do I want to send it into the main network? Do I want to smelt it and then send it to the main network? It's going to take me a little bit of figuring out how I want this to all work. Now, I also forgot that we need lubricant. Oh, and that's distilled water. Shoot. Reservoir water. That ain't gonna work. Makes me a little sad. I don't know how fast this is gonna use it. You know what? Make these the same size. I had an IV hatch, but I like those. I want them the same size if they are. Yeah. So we need input hatch of lubricant, input hatch of distilled water. And then this is going to be from our subnet. So I'm like, are we just doing wireless all over the place here? Is this crazy? Might be crazy. I may put this, you know what? I don't know. Let me just get it up. It doesn't matter where it goes. It's literally just how the things look. Also, do these cause lag? If I have like too many of them or something like that. Also, this is going. This is quickly getting into insane territory. I think a lot of this is going to be broken down. As when I break all this stuff down and get rid of input buses and stuff, a lot of that's going to change. But in the meantime, we'll just do this. My one minor complaint with these is you can only do one. They're only like 1-to-1. You can't send one to like multiple. So we'll do, and again, I don't even really need, I could always just run cabling up here. I don't need wireless. It's just trying to make it a little bit kind of cleaner. That should switch to that. And then these will be for all the ores. And I'll sign these just to be very, very super specific where these ores are going. That way I don't have to worry about storage buses and stuff overflowing and getting stuck, because it does occasionally happen with that. Yeah, I think that'll be good. I may even redesign that so it's not, I hate when they're in like a loop like that. But anyway, yeah. I think that I need to quickly do these. Lubricants. Distilled water. I have distilled water on a... Definitely need some acceleration cards on there. I have a separate one from our fusion reactor, or our heat exchanger. Right. I find one of these acceleration cards is usually good for like 99% of the stuff you're trying to do. If you have like 3 of these in there, I think it's like, or 4 of those, it's like 2 million buckets a tick or something like that. It's like crazy how fast it goes up. But yeah, alright, so lubricant, distilled water, and then these are ores. Alright, let's get the ores into our system here. And I may even... I'm gonna have to manually do this until I get all this stuff, because this was... I didn't realize this was all going into our main thing. I guess this one will be... I don't know which one this will be. It doesn't really matter. Let's just start. We'll pump this stuff in here. And then I can set it up. Yeah, it's gonna take me a while to get all that stuff there. I could probably do it other ways. I could do like interface into a thing. I don't know. I'm not super worried about it. I just want to get it going. Alright, so that goes in there. And then we got to figure out which process we're gonna do. So I really just want macerator, centrifuge. I don't need to do this stuff. I don't think there's any reason, really. Like, in the end, I think the outputs are all pretty much going to be the same. There might be some somewhere where it's better. I don't know. I'm sure someone will tell me that I'm doing it wrong. So what did I say? Macerator, centrifuge? That's macerator or washer, macerate, centrifuge. Should we just do that one? That's macerator or washer, macerator, centrifuge. So that is the line it's doing. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, we'll just do that one, I think. Originally, I wasn't doing it that way because it was quicker. But now that we're getting the multi-blocks, I think we'll just do that one. Should I do... Let me just do a sign. So I remember... Because I don't think... I might be able to see it if I right-click on it, but it would be easier if I do assign. Really? Did I screw something up? I screwed something up. I broke my... did I break signs somehow? How did I break signs? The cutting machine turned off. Did it just do the wrong thing? Oh. It's a OR dictionary thing. Apparently. Actually. Alright, so I gotta fix that. Come on. Alright, there we go. So, signs. That I have to fix. See how easy it is to get distracted in Minecraft? I already, like, forgot what I was like, why was I changing spruce things? Alright, so, macerator, we'll just do M-O-M-C. Macerator, ore washer, macerator, centrifuge. Alright, and then we got the powered up. And then... I guess we'll just throw that in there. And that should work. Now this is indium, right? I mean, I don't really need tons of indium at this point, but hey, why not? Alright, on. Alright, that is running at 1 second. I have no idea how fast it's going. Oh. Well, let's do it 5,000 at a time. Alright, well there we go. There is our processing. There is that. That is hilariously... That is fast. Alright, so it's not doing like 1,000. We can see it's doing... Every 1 second it's doing 100 or something like that. Is it... I do have to be a little careful with our lubricants because Alright, it's not using a ton of it. I don't have like... Oh, it's being bottlenecked by distilled water. Alright, so as I was saying, we don't need a lot of these. We obviously need a lot of these. Alright, distilled water is going to be an issue, but we can get distilled water from pumping. So you know what, next episode, I think we're going to be pumping some distilled water from our space elevator. That's the next thing I want to get going. Alright, so I will kind of mess around a bit with the ores and get everything into the A system, our subnet, I mean, from our space elevator, and yeah, we'll check out pumping. It does drop, like the speed, not the speed, but like the time. If you're not doing a full thing, it actually does get quicker, which is kind of cool. Yeah, because it's definitely not doing the fastest it can. Alright, but yeah, like I said, we'll get into that next episode. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.